After splitting up with his wife, Charlie went to a jewelry shop named Rare Earth in the center of Oris Hill City by himself. Rare Earth is the most famous jewelry store in the region. Gold, platinum, diamonds, and jade, it can be said to have everything. Charlie wanted to buy a gift for his wife first, and then go to the best hotel to book a late wedding. After arriving at Rare Earth, the shopping guides saw him wearing a 4-bar Adidas, and they didn't bother to pay attention to him. Charlie looked around for a long time, and saw a jade necklace locked in a cabinet. The material of this necklace is the top ice jade, exquisite atmosphere, very in line with Claire's temperament. Charlie looked at the price, $13 million, which was trivial to him. So he called a salesperson and said, "Hello, please take this necklace out and let me have a look." The other party glanced at Charlie and said, "I don't have the key, it is in our manager's hands." After speaking, he used the walkie-talkie to say, "Manager Jane, someone wants to see our treasure of the town shop." Soon, a very enchanting woman trot over excitedly. Her name was Jane, the sales manager here. "Which distinguished guest wants to see the treasure of the town shop?" The salesman pointed to Charlie and said, "Manager Jane, this is the gentleman." Huh. When Jane saw Charlie, she was as sick as a fly. How can this kind of filthy rug afford the treasure of the town shop? Thinking of this, she immediately said to the male shopping guide, "Lou, are you kidding me?" The other party said, "No, this gentleman really wants to see the treasure of the town shop." Jane scolded, "Can this kind of filthy rug afford the treasure of the town shop? Are you blind? If you are blind, just say it and I will rid of you soon." Jane prides herself on being extremely accurate. She can tell at a glance what kind of person and what kind of purchasing power one has. Therefore, she also judged at a glance that Charlie was a pauper and stinky rug. Not to mention the $13 million treasure of the town shop, even the ordinary necklace for $1,300, he definitely can't afford it. "This is not a waste of your feelings?" The male shopping guide dared not speak out, so Charlie frowned and asked her, "You don't open the door to do business?" "I want to see this necklace." "What's the problem?" Jane sneered, "We open the door to do business, but don't do business with worthless people. If you can't afford it, don't join the fun." Charlie frowned and said, "With which eye do you see that I can't afford it?" "Ha ha." Jane said disdainfully, "This jade is worth tens of millions. What do you buy?" "I know, don't you just want me to take a picture of you and send it to your circle of friends?" As she said, Jane wrapped her arms around her chest, with a high-pitched look, her face full of contempt. Hearing that this jade is worth tens of millions, many people around pointed and said with contempt, "This kind of person is really shameless. He can't afford it but want to have to look at it. What to look at when you can't buy it even in dreams? That's it, without looking at the identity, just that one dress, how can it be worthy of such a super jade? I tell you, there are too many of these fooling around now." Charlie glanced at Jane at the counter, and saw that the other party was sneering at him with a disdainful face. He had already made up his mind to teach this B*TCH, who is so low-minded. So Charlie took out his cell phone and dialed Stephen Thompson's number. "Come to Rare Earth, give me $13 million in cash. I want to see it in 10 minutes. "No problem, master, I will come here." Jane curled her mouth and smiled, "I'm still addicted to acting." "You have $13 million in cash. I have never seen so much cash in my life. I hope you can open my eyes. You don't know, more than for millions of cash, you need to make an appointment with the bank first?" "Ha ha ha, you are so funny." Charlie nodded and said, "Since you haven't seen so much cash, you will see it soon." The people around were all talking about it. It's not a problem to be poor, the problem is not to swell your face to fill a fat man. Haha, this man doesn't look like a rich man at first sight. He is still talking about 13 million, and can give out 300,000. I call him my father. I just want to see what the 13 million cash looks like. Listening to everyone standing on her side, Jane couldn't help but smile. She couldn't see the cash after a while. Let's see how the poor ghost ended up. A few minutes later, at the entrance of Rare Earth, several Rolls-Royce suddenly stopped. Then, from the two front cars, 8 bodyguards in black suits descended. They were holding black leather suitcases in their hands, their muscles were tight, their faces were solemn, and they were all cold and murderous, and even the atmosphere around them was a little serious. This scene immediately shocked the entire Rare Earth. Where does this big man come from? There is such a pomp.